Hey y'all, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. This is the story of how I created my all-time favorite nail art design. You guys, sit back and soak it all in. So I am using these three polishes from Madam Glam, Walk in the Park, Millennium, and Old School. I did a ton of research. I knew I wanted to use a certain frame, charm, embellishment, I guess, that I recently hauled from Shein. I wanted to sort of research everything that I could about the 18th century and these Victorian times. So I did 2 coats of all these polishes, and I'm going to wipe off the tacky layer because I'm going to go in with some stamping. And these are the Stampin' products that I have used. I'm going to, of course, use She Modern's Sticky Black. I'm going to use this cheapo Z Joy, I think, rose gold. I have a big ass clear stamper. I have 2 plates from Moira. This is vintage. Oh, there's me. Hey, girl, hey. With all my chins. This is plate number 5. This is the OG vintage plate. But I also pulled out the vintage 2, I guess. What the heck's it called? Yeah, vintage 2, plate number 25. I wound up not using anything on this plate, but this plate is so beautiful. I said, you know what? This deserves a feature. So just sit back and admire the beauty of Moira's vintage 2 plate. It is absolutely beautiful. I mean, there are so many things on there that I could have, should have, maybe would have used. Definitely would have used. But I'm going to go in with this rose gold stamping polish on the first nail. And it's like the scripty. But of course, the image itself is not large enough, long enough, I guess, to fit this first tip. So I do have to go in twice and sort of double stamp, but it was fine. It was fine. And I absolutely loved this rose gold, sort of metallic-y rose gold on this sort of like buttercream yellow, very soft, just beautiful. Y'all know I love yellow. Oh, gorgeous. And I wanted to use this quill image on top of the script. And I really have this connection with sort of like softer, more muted tones with dark, stark, contrasting black. And I don't know what it is, but I love it. So here I am, and I'm going to use this dress form image on the other sort of buttercream, yellowy, it's Millennium, of course, from Madam Glam. And I don't know what the heck, like I was on something this night, whatever the heck night that I did this. I was able to stamp almost everything, literally everything, not almost, but absolutely everything, exactly where I wanted it. So it was not crooked, it was not wonky. I was proud of myself. But I didn't obviously want to just leave this one tip naked, I guess, with the dress form. So I went in with some blooming gel from, I don't know what this brand is. Oh, Mia's Secret, I think. This nail didn't, or this tip, I guess, it didn't turn out terribly. Like, it wasn't horrible. But I really could have probably benefited from a thicker application, I guess, of the blooming gel. But my issue was I didn't want to put it on too thick and then have it sort of like bleed up or bleed down into my dress form stamping image. So I kept it very thin, and then I tried to go in and use these 2 gel polishes. But I really don't think they bloomed as well as they could have if I had used either a thicker coat or, applied more blooming gel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, sort of, these 2 areas, I guess, of the entire mani or nail design, I think they probably could have been better. But honestly, I ain't nitpicking, honey, because this entire design, ugh, like literally, that's all I can do is just go, ugh. Like I look at it and I grunt and I groan because I'm just like, how did I create something so flippin' gorgeous? I don't know. And honestly, had I known this mani was going to turn out to be so bomb, I would have like filed off these little knobbly bits on the end of my tips, but I did not know. This was my very first draft. These were practice tips, and I just thought, oh, we'll see how it goes. It it went. Okay, it went, and I am still gagged. I am living for this entire design. Ugh. So my little blooming areas here, again, they didn't turn out terribly, but I think they probably could have been better. But I did want to sort of incorporate the stark black with the rose gold or the metallic pinky gold, this right here. I did want to incorporate all of the colors on all of the nails. So I decided to use this rose gold, metallic-y rose gold stamping polish and just sort of outline my little, I don't know, bloomy areas. I guess, I don't know what the heck to call them. The top up here and the bottom down there. I did just sort of outline those, and I probably also should have used a different brush, but I just stuck with what was working at the time. But I was so thrilled. I still, I'm like, how did you stamp that dress form? Like, smack dab in the middle. I'm the worst stamper when it comes to aligning things properly. I don't know. I don't know how I did it, but I did. So I absolutely loved this image of the roses. I don't know if I wouldn't call them cabbage roses, but they're roses. But I also wanted to use this rose gold metallic stamping polish again, and I did have to stamp this 3 times to make it all fit on this long tip. But I felt like this color combo of these 2 colors, stunning. Shut up, just stop right here. But I also wanted to incorporate this beautiful bird cage. Now, this is actually an image. It's one whole image, but there are 2 different bird cages, and they're sort of connected by one post. And I was like, let me just pick up half of it, and if I want to use the post, I will. If I don't, I won't. We'll see what fits. And I wound up not using the post at all. But I wound up using the bird cage and the little toppy holder thing. You see that? Again, another beautiful stampage. I'm like, who are you? What are you doing? So I told y'all, I researched this. Y'all, I even Googled 18th century color palettes. Okay, this is what I came up with. I Googled 18th century still life. This is what I was finding. Okay, y'all, them hoes was painting all kinds of crazy ass shit. Look at this. It's a freaking dead chicken. Y'all, this is a dead ass chicken with its neck flopped over off the table. And I said, you know what? What is the craziest thing that could be framed, right, back in the old Victorian times? And I was like, well, I don't want to go with the craziest thing. So let me just pick up this little teapot. I was like, well, I'll just stick with the teapot. So that's what I did. Picked it up. Gorgeous pickup. Boom. Plopped it down. Very first time. Boom. Centered perfectly. I'm telling y'all, all of my stars aligned on this particular night. So I'm going to velvet matte top coat literally everything. All of these nails. I'm a velvet matte top coat because I want to attach, adhere, glue, whatever the heck word you want to use. I'm going to use this frame. Okay, so recently I hauled a little pack of, Victorian frames from Shein, and I knew I wanted to use one in a design, possibly multiples. So I'm going to use my McCart rhinestone glue gel to adhere this Goldie frame. But I also needed to choose an image that was small enough to fit within this frame, right? Like I couldn't be going ham and like picking this big ass thing like a dead ass chicken on a table and then try to make it fit in the frame. Probably why I chose the teapot. I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. We'll just go with this. We'll slap it dead in the center of this nail tip. We'll see how it goes. And it actually, it went. It went. That's all. I'm still just gagged that I even did this whole thing. And it turned out 10 times, 100 times better in real life than I had envisioned it. I was just, oh, I'm so proud of me, you guys. So I'm going to use my little glue here, as you can see, and then try to center, I guess, my little teapot within the frame itself. And yeah, I'm showing y'all all my stumblies and bumblies. And it ain't perfect, all right? I was a little shaky, but you know what? I got there. I got there in the end. And I got my little frame all centered and got it cured, I think 30 seconds, I don't know. I think I did 60 seconds, but I sort of twirled my little tip around in my lamp to make sure. Oh, look at it. Oh my God. It's like something you would see, I don't know. What is that ride at Disneyland with all the spooky characters? I don't know. Any boobs. So here it is. You guys, let me know. A, how I did. B, which nail is your fave? I can't pick a fave. I literally, I cannot. I'm still just so gagged. So if you stuck around this long, the key word is quill. The key word is quill. I am obsessed with this mani. Thank y'all so much for sticking around. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.